first one from North Idaho that has ever advanced to the finals.
He's showing off his spelling skills on the national stage. Tonight, we hear from a Hayden teen competing in Washington, D.C.
After his dog's sudden death in February, one Spokane man making it his mission now to change the heated sidewalk system. We'll check in with city leaders to see what progress they've made.
Another beautiful day here in Spokane, but once again, we're firing up these late-day thunderstorms. We may actually see some rain showers in Spokane. I'll have more on that with your forecast next.
Hi, everyone. It's good to have you with us. I'm Jane McCarthy.
And I'm Mark Hanrahan. Tom's barbecue forecast kicks off tonight. First, though, we are tracking rain and thunderstorms moving into the region.
So we want to get to Tom at the Weather Center before he heads outside. Hi, Tom.
Yeah, we're going to be in here tracking this for a little bit. We will head out and do a little bit of barbecue in a little while, but pretty important to show you what's going on, especially across North Idaho and around the Mount Spokane and the Meade area. This is a live picture from the Veterans Memorial Bridge, I-90, and as you can see, heavy rain now coming down in that location. No rain yet in Spokane, but we're really seeing some cloud cover really beginning to build up, especially as you look towards the northeast and just straight out to the east of us. Look at all of this activity. These are slow-moving storms, so we're actually seeing some minor flooding associated with these storms. Some of them are bringing some pretty heavy rainfall, some torrential downpours. You can see the system moving in across northern Idaho from east to west, and also the one that I mentioned had just moved across Mount Spokane, and it looks like this one is, there's a closer view of it right there. Again, right in the northeastern section of Spokane County, and now we've got a system just now approaching the Washington and Idaho border along I-90, so be pretty tough traveling if you're going to be heading down in that direction, so be aware of that. So here's a look at Lookout Pass right now. Again, heavy rain falling up at the pass level, so we've got some pretty drenching rain. We'll look for the scattered thunderstorms moving across the Spokane area. Once the sun sets after 8 o'clock tonight, most of the showers should begin to dissipate and clear out. We'll look for a daytime high on Friday of 84 degrees. Again, a chance of pop-up showers, but I don't think any of them will be in the Spokane area. I think tonight's our night. Weekend looks pretty much the same. Lots of sunshine, 84 Saturday, 83 Sunday. We'll check more on these storms in our second segment coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds good, Tom. Thank you very much. In other news, a Spokane man on a mission now to keep other dogs safe after his dog died right in front of him when a heated sidewalk malfunctioned and electrocuted him downtown. A report found it was the result of a stray voltage outside the downtown garage of Spokane Washington Trust Bank.
KREM 2's Amanda Rowley has more now on how he's changing Spokane law.
The city of Spokane is making progress on a law that seeks to update its regulations for heated sidewalks. The law is now being called Hank's Law after Zach Harper's dog, who was electrocuted here last winter outside the Washington Trust Bank.
Last February, Zach Harper was walking his dog on this sidewalk outside the bank's parking garage on First Avenue. His dog Hank suddenly appeared to suffer an electric shock. He died minutes later. A report later found that Hank's tragic death was likely caused by a stray voltage from a decades-old sidewalk heating system.
It really brought attention to a problem most of us didn't know, is that there are certain sidewalks downtown that have an electrical system that heats the sidewalk. But if they were put in quite a while ago, there was no requirement to have a cutoff switch when it shorted out.
Spokane City Council member Brian Beggs has worked with the dog's owner to create a law that changes this. Hank's Law would require all systems be upgraded with ground fault protections, which would shut them off if there was a stray voltage. It would also create an inventory of properties with de-icing and snowmelt systems by requiring property owners to register with the city engineer.
Usually when we update the safety codes, it's just for all new buildings going forward. But this one was serious enough that we went back in time and said, no, everybody has to do it. That should never happen again, which is a win for everyone, including the building owners. They don't want to have to deal with that as well.
The law has been reviewed by a committee and is expected to receive full support from the City Council when it's placed on the agenda.
Zach has been a great advocate for the change, and I would say he's been very level-headed about it, yet also grieving for his lost pet. And so he's really been a good partner to work with, and I'm glad that he really brought it to our attention.
Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
In other news, police are investigating a former assistant principal with Spokane Public Schools for child pornography. Court documents show Aaron Watts may have exchanged inappropriate photos with an underage girl. At the time, Watts was working at Linwood and Woodbridge elementary schools. Police say Watts called the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's tip line to self-report his actions in early May. He told the operator he'd posted an ad on Craigslist offering to, quote, treat someone 18 years of age or older to a shopping spree. Then he admitted to receiving nude photos of someone who appeared to be 15 years old and sending nude photos of himself in return. Police reports show the person may have tried to blackmail Watts, and someone claiming to be the girl's mother threatened to send him to jail. Watts resigned on May 14th. Police still investigating this case. No charges have been filed.
Spokane County added several new crosswalks. This is on East 57th Avenue on Spokane South Hill, and one of them will bear the name of a man who was hit and killed. They started working on the project 2 years ago with the help of a pedestrian safety grant. One of the new crosswalks is on 57th and Haley Lane. Earlier this year, a pedestrian was hit and killed there walking home from work. His name was Andrew Vathis. He was well known on the South Hill. He worked at the Albertsons on East 57th Avenue. In 2 weeks, his friends and family plan on holding a ceremony at the new crosswalk. They'll install 2 permanent signs naming it Andrews Crossing.
Well, you've waited in the long lines, but now you can say goodbye to spending hours at the DMV in Idaho. The Idaho Transportation Department launched a new website today, and it allows you to renew driver's license and other ID cards all online.
Well, May is National Stroke Awareness Month. In the event of a stroke, experts say every second really counts when getting help.
One woman in Spokane knows that feeling. She is sharing her story with us in hopes of helping others. KREM 2's Kiera Elfallen has more now.
Yes, the quicker you realize a stroke is happening, the better. According to the medical director of the stroke program at Multicare Deaconess Hospital, a person loses 2 million nerve cells per minute during a large stroke. For every minute delayed, a person loses about a week of functional independence. So when a local woman noticed the signs, she knew she had to act fast. This is Jennifer Williams and her mom, Monica Adkins. About 5 months ago, Adkins was walking into her daughter's home to babysit her granddaughter. She didn't realize while she was walking inside, she was having a stroke. Williams says she knew what to look for because her husband is an ER tech and made a point to make sure she knew the signs of stroke.
If I didn't know what I was looking for, I would have brushed it off, and more than likely she wouldn't be sitting here today. It could have been completely different, and it's important to pay attention.
I love her to death. I do. I wouldn't. Sorry, there's one of those. At the time, I was like, what are you saying? What are you doing? What are you? But now I realize that those were important questions she kept asking, and the things that she did were awesome.
The worst thing that can happen is that you're left dependent, that you're left with paralysis, that you can't take care of yourself, you can't communicate properly, you can't be independent anymore.
Williams says she noticed something was off with her mom and her symptoms were falling in line with some of the things she learned happen as people are having a stroke. She called 911 and her mother was taken to Multicare Deaconess Hospital, the only hospital in the Inland Northwest that is a certified comprehensive stroke center. Williams says after this experience, all of her children now know the signs of stroke, and she thinks you should too. To remember the signs, a lot of doctors will refer you to the acronym B FAST. B stands for balance, which can also be loss of coordination. E stands for eyes, so problems with vision. F stands for face, are one or both sides drooping. A stands for arms, so you want to know if arms are weak. S stands for speech, is it slurred? And T stands for time. It is important to get help and seek treatment right away. Dr. Ween also says prevention is such an important thing to keep in mind. This means making sure you're taking care of your health, dieting, exercising, watching blood pressure and weight, but also taking care of any other health problems that you have. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All good information right there.